Hello and welcome to our second episode of Power Talks here on Pop Culture Warner Music Germany channel Angesagt. In this show, we would like to give artists not only the possibility to talk about music, but also about social and political topics. My name is Barry, and you may know me from my LGBTQ+ blog Hollywood Tramp, and I'm so excited to introduce my two ladies today. I'm so proud to have them here. The first one, she is a German phenomenon, incredibly successful, and I fell in love with her immediately. Her latest record, Eure Mami, which means your mommy, is pure magic, and she even wrote a song about me, Die Hübsche.
Oh.
She just jumped on a remix of Doja Cat and Saweetie's Best Friend and made it #1 here in Germany. So going international, baby. Hello, Katja Krasowitz. Wie geht's dir?
Thank you very much. I'm fine, happy. And now talking in English, and alle excuse me if I talk a little bit broken, but I try.
It's the same here. I'm not a native speaker, so Bibi is the one who has to teach us the right talk. Katja, in which German city are you at right now?
I'm in Berlin. I'm here actually at the studio working on new music. Every day the same.
Yeah. Great. And our second guest is far away, actually on the other side of the planet in LA. She's a global superstar, a brilliant singer-songwriter. She just released her new album, Better Mistake. And if you look up the word body positivity, I'm sure you will find her picture next to the description. It's Bibi Rexha. Welcome, my dear.
How are you guys doing? I'm so excited. And I just wanted to say something. I appreciate you guys speaking in English because I don't, you guys are the amazing ones that know English and I don't know German. So thank you so much for doing this, conversation in English. I really appreciate you guys. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Before we start, I miss LA. I would kill to go to In-N-Out Burger and have a double burger.
Oh, I had the French fries. I had the French fries the other night. I have a big photo shoot coming up, and I'm supposed to be on a eating healthy diet, but that's not really working out. So yeah, but In-N-Out is so good. Katja, have you ever been to In-N-Out or LA?
No, I never been, so you have to take me.
Girl,
Yeah.
Girl, when you come to LA after this coronavirus thing is over,
Yeah.
I got you. We're gonna tear it up. We gotta get you out here to write.
Yeah.
You would do some
I would
crazy, even a couple of weeks. We would I would hook you up with all the people out here. You would do some crazy stuff, like crazy.
Yes, I love to.
You should 100%, please.
Yeah. And then you come to Germany and I show you everything
100%.
here.
Let's go. I'm down.
I show you the Berlin streets.
I've never been to Munich. I spent more time in Munich. I spent some time in Cologne. I've been to Berlin, but I've never spent time in Berlin. So I would love to go to the clubs there just to see the vibe,
It's crazy here. I love the clubs here because they don't care about anything. How you look, how you dress, it's like free. So I think you love it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
I can't wait to party. I'm shocked by coronavirus.
Barry, I feel like you and me have the same necklaces going on.
I have a K.
And you know what? I feel like triggered
going
by Katja to do this, like she's doing it.
I know, right? She got the body out, the titties out, the nails, the beautiful face. She's set. I'm like, damn, girl.
But Bibi,
We
talking
are all
of Germany,
the baddest.
Yeah, exactly.
Bibi, talking of Germany, you've been here before. We met actually before. I just showing this picture. But you know what happened? I thought Bibi is always changing her hairstyle. And I was like, okay, I have to do something special. And I took out this wig and put it on. And she was like, stop the interview, brought her makeup and hairstylist. They took it really seriously and just fixed my hair. And we did the whole interview with a wig on.
I love it. I love it.
That was fun. So, okay, the thing is with the Power Talks, I want you two to have a conversation like you're on your own. I'm not that important. I'm just going to throw in some questions. So let me start with Katja. Katja, can you think of a key moment in your career when you noticed that there's a difference between male and female artists in the industry?
Yes, and actually I have it my whole life. my whole life was like this because I'm dressing the way I dress like since I'm young. And I think it's in the industry. There's a big problem, but it's a big problem everywhere, I think. So I noticed it since I was young. And then I was doing YouTube. There was problems like, why are you dressing like this? Why are you saying this? It's like you sound like a man. I sound like me. I sound just like me. And yeah, that was it. So I always have it. Always.
I feel like for female rappers as well, you know, if you go back in history,
yeah,
men were always more superior. You know, it was the way, you know, men were always more superior. They had more rights before us. We were told to like have the babies, stay at home, cook, clean. So for men, I feel like it's just more, you know, they even get better pay. They have more respect. You know, they have more respect. Now, thankfully, times are changing. Females are having more power. For example, like the Cardi B song, WAP.
Yeah.
Back in the day, if somebody, excuse my language, had a song called Wet Ass Pussy, you could bleep that. It would have been like, whoa, like what is going on for mainstream? But now you have female rappers coming out and really like, this is the moment for female rappers. And it's so exciting because we can say the word pussy and be strong and talk about guys like nothing. Because for the longest time, guys have been doing this for females. So I can only imagine me being a female and the things I have dealt with, I can only imagine because for a female rapper, it's about pushing boundaries and being in your face and saying things that nobody else would say. And unfortunately for women, we're sexualized. And I can just knowing your body type, you have curves, you're a beautiful girl, you got the nice tits, like that's just your body. But because you're a female and you're a female rapper and an artist, you're going to be sexualized anymore. Yeah. So I sympathize with you. I could only imagine how tough it may be because you might say something that a guy may say. Yeah, you're not gonna get the heat that the guy gets, you know. But all this time, guys have been saying, "I fucked her this, I fucked her that." Then I fucked her friend. Then I slipped something in her drink. I'll fuck her in the pussy.
Like I rape her.
Girl says that. Yeah, if a girl says that, it's like whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Guess what, everybody? Times are fucking changing. Get over it. The girls are here to stay, and we're taking over. And that's why I'm like, yes, the Best Friend remix with you, Doja, and Saweetie. I'm like, this is the stuff we fucking need. Next with Cardi, like this is what I've been waiting for as a girl. So inspiring.
Me too.
I've been waiting. So inspiring, and I'm so happy.
Yes, and I can say something to this. I started music like 2016, 17, and I was like full of sex. I was like talking about it. I enjoy it, and I like men, and I like this, and I don't give a fuck, and everything. You can bleep that, sorry. And everything
we
like
don't
this.
care. Yeah.
And in Germany, they was like shocked. Oh my God, you can't do it. It's not cool. And I love it that now it's changing. Now it's getting cooler and cooler. But I hated that. And back in the time, it was not cool. How I don't get it. That it's only cool when a man says that.
I respect you a lot because I would be very scared. You know, I remember
I was one only girl talking about this, and it was very scary. But I always thought in my head, I do nothing wrong because I feel right. I feel like I'm right, so it's nothing wrong when I talk about sex. I
think in Europe too, also like in Germany and Europe, I think that you guys are also a little bit more ahead. Where here in the United States, we're a little behind with that because it's like because like it's either one or the other. Like you either have to be all the way, like go forward, or like kind of be a little safer. And especially for me, like I've always kind of been in the middle. And I have a similar situation, but for me, I was always told not to talk about like sexual stuff or like, you know, but it's crazy because as humans, we all have sex and we, as women, like we're told to be embarrassed by it, even men. And for me, it's like, that's something I would never get into. I've written songs about being sexy and sexual, but I never put them out because I was like, oh, it's too much, you know? But I have a similar situation where I had a song that I put on Spotify. It was my first song I ever put on Spotify. And it was called I'm Gonna Show You Crazy. And I put the song out on Christmas Eve, and fast forward, it had like 45, 50 million plays with no promotion. And this was like 8 years ago with beginning of Spotify, like nothing, like no
Crazy.
promotion, no post, nothing. It just blew up. And I was telling my label at the time, listen, I think we should go to radio with this. And they're like, no, we can't do that. Like, it's too much. Like, to talk about mental health. And, you know, the first lyric is sometimes my mind is such a messed up place. Sometimes I wish I was dead. You know, but like, you know, but sometimes that's a real mental health thing. And at the time, they were like, no, we can't do that. People, it's too much. And then fast forward and you have Logic, 1-800, the suicide thing. And then it was like, okay. And I was like, so fucked up. I'm happy that came out though, because it really helped people. But I was like, fuck, like I had songs like that in the past, but nobody wanted to stand behind me because it was too much, especially for a girl to say that. Because usually the person that was saying that back in the day was like an Eminem, a rapper, a male rapper. It's okay to say like, I want to fucking blow my brains, blah, 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 blah. Smalls and shit like that. So I'm just happy that it's not, I don't want us to seem like we're complaining, but I'm just passionate. You know, and I don't care. I'm like sick and tired of all the rules and the boxes that people have created for women. And there've been a lot of men who've inspired me though, too. Artists, I'm sure for you too, artists, managers, supported me. But now it's time for the women to fucking shine, and we're not holding back. And that's why we're here today, right?
Yes, it's just equality. It's just like being equal and being like, hey, you are the boss, and okay, you are the queen then, and everything, like just appreciating and loving. And that's the only problem, like getting no love from men. Like,
Katya, you know what I think is cool? You know what I think is cool, Katya? That like I hear you talking and you're like in Germany, in Berlin, I'm in LA. And when I hear you talk, like the way you talk so passionate and the things you go through, I'm like, whoa, I'm like, I'm kind of like, I feel like it makes me like, not like, obviously, like it makes me happy that I'm not like the only one. So I like, it's nice that like, you know, so I hope there's other girls. The thing with this is I hope there's other girls out there from Germany, from the US, all around the world that listen to this and maybe they want to be a rapper or a singer, and this helps them, or even a guy, even it just, I hope this helps them feel empowered to like, not worry, like just to do what they really want, you know?
Yes, and all the small girls.
It's to open the door, right? It's to uplift the girls, you know, and the women out there.
Yeah, that's very important. So sorry, we talked a lot now about.
I know, I talked so much. I'm sorry, but I'm so passionate.
No, me too. I can talk
exactly
hours. It's no problem. Me too.
No, it's exactly what we want. So feel free to talk as much as you want. But maybe let me tell you something. I want to throw in something because we're talking about it right now. Katya did something with a video. I think it came out last year, where she placed on a table a lot of naked guys sitting there, like sexualizing guys. And this was really controversial. And this was a point where I thought, okay, wait a minute, she's doing something that hip hop is doing with women, like since hip hop was born. So why is it so controversial? So do you think that women in general got a harder time in music than guys have, especially in hip hop?
So I think it's harder, but I love the challenge because I feel like I have to change. I always felt in my life like I have to change it. I think it sounds a little bit like in a movie, but I feel like I have to change it because there are so much women and little girls. They say to me, thank you very much that you are doing this. And if I don't do it, who will do it? So it's very difficult. You can't do it. Like they are talking about what the fuck? There are men, and I do men like dog poses. I do like they are my dogs. But hey, they do it with women too. So I can do it with men because I'm a rapper. I'm the boss. So I don't care, and I want to see all the girls. You can do whatever you want. You can be a princess, but you can be even this. You can be everything at once if you want to. There's no box and nothing. And I think it's difficult, but I have to do it. And there will be more women here in Germany or on this world that will do it, and then it's normal one day.
Katya. Who are you inspired by, like rapper wise? Were there other German female rappers from back in the day, or were there other people like, or rappers who inspired you? Like, I'm interested.
Yeah, I actually have to say I listen to a lot of American music, but my inspiration was never from a person. Never. I was inspired by my struggle, because before I was famous, I was like this, walking around in the school and everywhere, and
Yeah,
they was
girl, you better.
bullying me. They was pulling me by the hair and putting me in the water and filming and laughing. And I was inspired by me because I was every time strong. I was strong every time, and I'm so inspired. And when someone pulls me down, I'm like, this is the time I will do it again, and even harder. I will do it again. I will not let you tear me down. So that's my inspiration. Just being bullied by stupid people, like, yeah.
You're a badass bitch. You're a strong bitch. You're a boss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the boss.
So you had a lot of struggles then. So you were talking about your brothers and your brothers that passed away for the highways.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear.
Yeah,
that.
I have a lot of struggles, but I think that's life, and you have to go through it, and you have to make the best out of it. And when it comes to body positivity and everything, I don't. Nobody can tell me nothing. I will dress exactly how I want, and I love that about you, because I saw your post and you was like, I was trying to be the skinny girl, but I don't, blah, blah, blah. And I love that.
It's hard. It's hard. You know, I think, you know, I turned 30. So exactly when I turned 30, I was like, oh, this is hard. And for me, even when I was like super fit, it is so, I wish I could be, I always wished I could be that size 0 girl, like that skinny girl. I don't know why all my life, because I grew up watching Britney and Christina and like seeing those super skinny girls. And then I see all those skinny girls now with the perfect bodies. Like I see like Eva and like Ariana, they're just like so perfect, and Miley, and so fit. But then I'm like, you know what? That's their body type. That's who they are. Like for me, it's like everybody has their own struggles and things that they're going through, and for me it has to be a thing. I'm learning that everybody's beautiful, and I need to show myself love, and I can't starve myself. I can't do it. Not I'm not saying that they do. I'm just saying for me, like for me to have like the body that I want, I can't eat as much, and I like food.
I love that. I love that. My mother says every time, like, eat what you want, don't care. It's eat what you want, be happy. Just love yourself. And I know what you mean. I was a lot of times skinny, and I was bullied so much. Like, you are so skinny, ew. And so you never can be perfect for people. So you have to be perfect for yourself, I think.
I know when I was at the VMAs one year, I'm going to show you guys a picture. I was at the VMA, and I had somebody I was working with on my team. I'm going to show you a picture. And they were telling me to get lipo. And I was like, what? Let me show you guys how skinny I was here. Watch. And that's why they fucked with my head.
That's scary.
Look how fit I was here, how skinny I was here. It was my first VMAs. This was me during the VMAs. Look how skinny I was.
Yeah, wow.
Look at my ass. They were telling me to get lipo.
That's
and I was
crazy.
Now I'm like, I don't keep those people around me. I only want to be around people that make me feel good, that empower me, that lift me up. And I think that's really important.
Yes. That's the perfect way, because I think in this industry there are so much crazy people manipulating, telling some crazy things that you can't even imagine. I think it's very crazy in this business, so you have to be straight up, and I know what I want, and if you don't like it, you are not on my team.
Well, Bibi, what would you say? How important is it, especially as a female artist, to be like have an appearance that is like being sexy, beautiful? I mean, we have artists like Adele back in the days that didn't fit into size 0 and is successful anyway. So, do you feel like it's important to prove that you're always sexy? I mean, if you look at Ed Sheeran, he's coming with a shirt, he don't give a shit how he looks, and he's doing great music. Isn't it what it's all about, actually?
I think it's like whatever you want it to be. I think you got to follow your own like whatever you want. If you want to be sexy, if you want to not be sexy, if you want to wear a big t-shirt, like I love what Billie Eilish is doing right now. Like she's showing her body more, and she's like, I've changed. This is what I want to do right now. And I 100% respect her. And I think that's life. In life, you change. For 1 second, you want to not show your body. For 1 second, you might want to show your body. For one moment in your life, you might want to get more fit and lose weight. For another moment, you might want to gain weight and you gain weight. It's all whatever you want. You could get your tits done if you want to get your ass done, if you want to get lipo, if you want to, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. And the most important thing is what you feel good in, no matter what it is. If I go decide to get my tits done or my ass done, and that makes me happy and feel good, and I feel good, I don't care what anybody else thinks. And that's the key. But we're in a world that makes us feel ashamed for that.
Yeah.
We're in a world that is always shaming people, whether they're skinny, they're fat, they're natural, they're not natural. And that needs to change, because as people, we're being very hypocritical. And we're saying, you know, I posted a bathing suit picture of me like doing a video. And when I posted it, a lot of people were calling me a cow. And I was like, what is going on? Like, you guys want natural and not photoshopped and real, cellulite and stretch marks. Well, then let me fucking show you. You want to see it, right? And that's why I respect Lizzo. Like, she doesn't give a fuck. Like, she'll post her whole body. Like, and I'm like, you know what, girl, go ahead, do you? Because if it was if it was a skinnier girl, it would be like, yeah, fire, hot, this, that. And you know what? She looks fire to me. She looks amazing. And I love that. And I respect her for that. So I think my answer to your question is, do whatever you want, because as Katya said, no matter what you are, there's always going to be somebody that doesn't like what you're doing, and that's okay. Fuck them. Fuck them.
I think too. I'm 100%.
As I'm eating my croissant.
Yeah, and I'm drinking my energy here. Not good for the body.
So, okay, let's move ahead. There's another thing I want to know from you both, and this is: do you think that the women, as we talked about all the disadvantages, are there any advantages that women have in music industry against men?
Advantages is like plus. It's like good.
Yeah.
It's okay. Can I talk?
Of course. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
I think we have so much power as a woman, and we are so much put down by men that we don't know it. We forgot that we have the power, and that's it, because we can do so much. We can just look cute and everyone will be like, oh. So I think as a woman you have a lot of power, and the fact that we are putting down, they don't think we are so good. So we can impress even more, because they think, she's not like this. And then we come and we be like, bam, you thought I was not good because I am a woman, but I'm 10 times better.
I think I'm gonna add to that.
Yeah.
One thing we have that's really good as women is we're really good, we're very good with our emotions, and we're very compassionate, and we're very loving. And I think the one thing that we have for us is that I think we're able to show that, you know, in the industry. And I think that's one thing that we have that's good. But I think right now what's happening is that I feel like women are starting to come together more, and we're starting to uplift each other more. And I feel like we're starting to have more voices. Therefore, you have artists like Katya, who are really exploding to the next level, like even bigger, and doing songs overseas. And that's something really beautiful. And I think right now is a great time to be a woman in the music industry, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait to see what happens in the future. Like, I can't wait to see what artists, you know, Katya inspires. That's a female rapper from Germany that, you know, is only 10 years old now, or 15.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's so amazing. And I'm just excited to see what the future holds. So the one thing that I can hope from this conversation and everything Katya's saying is, I hope that there's a little girl in Germany or here that feels inspired and not scared. Because it's a scary industry, and it's scary to put yourself out there. So I will say that us women, we are very strong, and we have a good sense of as I said, we just have a good, I don't know how to explain it. We have that sixth sense of you know, of just figuring everything out.
We are crazy. We are crazier than some people think we are.
Crazy.
We are coming, and we are
crazy
killing
in
it.
good ways. Good ways.
For me, crazy is every time positive. I love crazy.
Me too. Me too, girl.
This reminds me of one thing, Vivi. I remember when you did the opening for Katy Perry, and you to support her. You were like, okay, listen, I've met her. She's so real. She's such a genuine person. The media always tries to create an image that women fight against each other.
Oh, sometimes we do. Sometimes we do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I try to stay away from drama. Unless like it's something serious and I'm like, you're you know what I mean? That's an issue. But women are humans, you know, and I think the media creates those things. But yeah, I think there's an unspoken competitiveness, meaning we don't speak about it, and females do feel competitive. And the reason why is because, like, for example, here in the United States, a couple of years ago, the songs on the radio that were being played, all the songs on the radio, 80% were men. 80%. Only 20% were females on the radio. So if you have 80% of men and 20% of females, of course the females are going to be competitive because then I'm thinking, oh my God, only 20% of females on the radio. I got to compete with this girl because they're only letting 20% of us. If it was 50-50 or it was different, it would be a little bit easier. So women sometimes are competitive because sometimes we're the minority in the industry and in a lot of workplaces. So I think that's why it's really important for conversations like this so we can uplift each other, you know? But for me, it's like, I'm human. Sometimes I get jealous of other women. Sometimes I get jealous of, you know, their bodies. Sometimes I get jealous of other female artists. It's normal. It's a human thing. But the thing is to be like, you know what? When you get jealous, be like, you know what? I'm jealous, but you know what? Good for her.
Yeah.
She's winning. Because she's winning, that's going to make more room for the other females.
Yeah.
But Katya, I don't have time. I don't really have, honestly, I'm gonna be straight up. I really don't have time to be like being like drama with other girls. Like I have too much shit going on. Like I need to make my money, and like arguing and having that with other females, I don't have time. I need to make my money. Money talks, bullshit walks. So, you know what I mean?
I just asked if it's the same in the rap game, or is it different between women comparing to each other?
Yes, like Bibi said, there are women that are fighting, but I think the fights are a lot of pressure by men because it's not much women, and we are like in the pressure by men, and like we think, okay, we have to fight because I have to be the one woman that is like in the radio or something. But me too, I don't like drama. I love beautiful women. I love the newcomers. I love music. I love it to see empowered women. There are some women that wants to have drama, but I'm not with that because I'm like chill. And like she said, maybe sometimes everyone is jealous, but in a good way. Like if I see a good rapper, I'm like, okay, she's fire. She's gonna be the next top rapper. And I love that because it's no problem because I have my business. It's working good. Like I don't have to be. It's better to go with this girl and work together and have something nice and be like, because we are women and we have to be together because that's the only way we can grow. Yeah, so there's a lot of fight, but I think this talk here is very important because there has to be more love. Like if there's more love, then we can work together and be even bigger together as women.
Amen, girl. Amen.
You know what is fun? The more I listen to you both, the more it's exactly the same thing that my community, the way my community is talking, the LGBTQ plus people are saying exactly the same thing. It's always about equality, the pressure from men, lifting up to other people. It's so weird. We're fighting like Stonewall was in the 70s. It's like 50 years ago, and we are still talking about this whole thing.
I was speaking to one of my friends today, and he is an executive in the music business here. And this is not only just about females, this is about men, this is about gay men, this is about transgender, all the LGBTQ plus community. I have a friend here who is a big executive in the music industry, and he is a gay Black male. And he even tells me it's very kind of hard sometimes, especially being around the straight men. It feels like, the straight white male is like the most respected. And it's hard to be, he was telling me it's really hard and stressful to be a gay male in the industry. And not only that, to be a gay Black male. And he's like, sometimes I feel like kind of I have to work 10 times harder and the pressure is uncomfortable and I feel like I have to keep like pushing and I'm not respected as much. So this is what we're speaking about, is not even just uplifting women and bringing women up. It's about anybody who feels like they're having a hard time kind of getting to where they need to go. I would love to see more LGBTQA plus artists.
I can talk to.
Yeah, like I'm loving what Lil Nas X is doing. Like I'm living for it. Like I'm living for it. And I met him recently at a party and he was just so sweet, so loving. And I was like, yo, like this guy is awesome. Like not only is he nice and not only is he saying something and giving us bops and coming back, but he stands for something. And I'm living for that. I love what he's doing. So I'm a very big supporter of that. And even in, I feel like we're moving forward, and I know things are taking longer than usual, but I feel like the world is heading in the right direction. And the best we can do in all industries is try to keep changing and changing for the better.
Okay, so Katja, do you want to add something?
Yes, I love that Bibi said that, because it's very important. It's not only about women, it's about everyone that feels disrespected. There are so much people with just different colors of hair or styles, and you're like, oh, ew, look at that. No, it's cool. He or she, they are trying. And that's it. And I love gay people so much because they are in the same struggles. They don't respect them, and they are so talented and so loving. And that's the thing. We have to love more, and that would be, everything would be a way. But yeah, we have to talk about it a little bit more. And I think it's getting better and better and better.
Love is the answer. So we're a bit in a hurry because you are both very busy. I know that. So I want to thank you both so much. It was so great to have you here. Just quick for everyone out there. Bibi, your new album is out, Better Mistake.
Yes.
Sacrifice, my favorite Bibi songs.
Yeah, Sacrifice is my gay bop anthem.
Yeah, it is. And I can't wait to open here in Germany. I will play it on and on and on and on. And Katja, we just heard that you're in the studio. Are you planning a new album?
Yes, I'm actually planning my third album, and I'm very happy. I'm working on it. And yeah, we're gonna see soon. I'm working hard.
Okay, great. So before we come to an end, let me just quick do a little for Instagram, a little video. So I will introduce both right quick. And Katja, can you say Barry du Geile? Because everyone is calling me Du Geile.
No problem.
Can you say it the same? Du Geile.
Du Geile?
Geile.
Geile? So with the M or Geile? Geile or Geilem?
Geile.
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 Okay. So I'm here with Katja and Bibi. Hello, Katja.
Hello, Barry du Geile.
Hello, Bibi.
Hi, Barry du Geile.
So we will both be in our Power Talk soon, and I will post it as soon as it's online. So thank you both so much.
Love you.
Love you too. Can't get enough? Still want more? Subscribe our channel.
Meine Girls sind die Bells, machen Cash. Independent Rapperinnen haben den Song in ihrer Playlist. Der Bulle hält uns an, fragt nach einem Autogramm. Was? Sorry? Ich red grad mit meinem Mercedes. Adieu für meinen Besties, einfach mal den Arsch umfangen.